I know a lot about the internal operations of Siri, so it's hard for me to answer that. Alexa uses a technique called deep learning that a lot of the new machine learning systems are using deep learning at least as one element of what they're doing. And she's continuously learning as she interacts with you, getting better, trying to understand not only your speech patterns, but also the kinds of things that you're interested in. Things as simple as music, but more complicated things too.
Well, when I look at what you're doing in AI...
Well, it's definitely about leaning into the future. And so when you look at the kinds of things that you want to be able to do with your voice, it changes for those of you who have used an Echo, the fact that it's always on, that you never have to charge it, it's always sitting there ready in your kitchen or your bedroom or wherever you put it, the fact that you can talk to it in a natural way removes a lot of barriers, a lot of friction, a lot of like little tiny pieces of friction to be able to do things, to ask what the weather is. It's easier than taking your phone out of your pocket. And what people have found over and over again is that by removing the tiniest amounts of friction from ordinary activities, really people appreciate that, and it improves customers' lives.
And does it learn?
Yeah. No, it's always learning. The brains of Alexa are in the cloud. They're not on that little device. So that's why the device is actually, as a physical device, relatively simple. It's a speaker. It has 7 microphones. It has enough digital signal processing power on board to be able to do beamforming, find your voice, acknowledge the wake word. The wake word is Alexa. And then it starts listening, and then it sends that phrase to the cloud where we can do really compute-intensive processing on it.
Wait, here's a real paranoid question, because you just said Alexa's the wake word. Does it listen if I don't say Alexa?
No. And it listens just for that word, and that's why we do the wake word detection locally on board the device.
So if I talk about toothpaste a lot but haven't said Alexa, it's not like Amazon's learning that I'm interested in toothpaste.
No, not at all. And in fact, you guys should, one of the great issues of our age is going to be privacy. People don't think about it, but if you have a mobile phone in your pocket, it has microphones on it, and those microphones are under software control. And I would posit to you that just about any nation state in the world worth its salt can put a computer virus on your phone anytime they want and listen to everything you say from your cell phone.
And how do you prevent that from happening to Echo? Meaning?
Well, we've done something a little unusual with Echo because we were thinking about that very thing. And we, first of all, we know different from your phone, but we actually went one step further than what's done on a phone. When you hit the mute button on Echo, that red ring comes on that says that the microphone is turned off. That mute button is connected to the microphone with analog electronics. So it actually cannot be routed. You'd have to come physically tamper with the device. You couldn't do it with a computer virus.
And so it learns, and that got you into the artificial intelligence world, machine learning world, so that you could take the cloud computing. And
we've been in the machine learning world for a long time. The machine learning, is, I think it's one of the things. We live in a very interesting time because there are a few golden ages happening, and one of them is machine learning. It's kind of specialized AI, and it's we're doing everything with it. We're grading strawberries with it, for Amazon Fresh. Cameras look at the strawberries, and we can now outperform humans on strawberry grading. So, I gave you that tiny example to show you that artificial intelligence and machine vision and natural language understanding, these kinds of amazing things that just 10 years ago were science fiction, are going to be very helpful in everywhere.